Hey, hey! My name is Patrick Valentine. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where I play my games. Even talk about wrestling. Even talking about anime. I can't get no satisfaction. Completing every game to 100%, even if it may look very tough. Get to the end. I will push hard to reach to the end, even if it may seem tough. It doesn't matter what I play, I will achieve victory. You will see how difficult my determination to complete every game. I will never give up. You will see my gaming prowess take me to the end. Welcome to my channel. I'll do my best to get to the end. And we are back for another All Wrestling review. Now usually I do these every week, whenever a whole week goes by from Collision, Raw, NXT, etc. And usually whenever there's anything I would be interested in or a topic I want to talk about, I will bring it up. And yeah, sometimes I am a bit lazy and I don't do every single week, but hey, if there's not anything interesting to talk about other than maybe one or two matches, it's kind of boring if you think about it. So, again, the All Wrestling Review series is meant to be things I'm invested in and I'm enjoying, not things that I do not like, and I don't want to waste time rambling and ranting about things that you probably don't care about. So, we're going to start things off with Raw. Very boring, very uninteresting show, but the only thing I was invested in was Rhea Ripley. She got interrupted by Tiffany, and it would lead to a tag team match where Rhea would have to be forced to team with Tiffany to take on Liv Morgan and Raquel. Eventually, that led to Nia Jax coming down to cause the DQ, flatten Liv Morgan with the Annihilator, trying to convince Tiffany to use her contract on Liv, but Dominic saves her. So again, really nothing really all that exciting. And then you had Jade and Bianca defeat Damage Control in a pretty predictable tag team match. Not really anything all that exciting, if I'm being completely honest. Then when it comes to NXT, Stephanie Vakula made her debut and she took on Ren Sinclair. I don't know why I liked this debut more than Julia's. The reason why I liked this one more than Julia's is because Stephanie actually looked dominant in her match with Ren. She actually dominated the match with Ren, and it wasn't like the match with Chelsea Green where Chelsea actually put up a competitive fight. So, that was my biggest problem with Julia's debut match. Like, I didn't like Chelsea Green, you know, getting offense in and all that. I mean, like, sure, Ren got some offense in, but it wasn't egregiously a lot like the one with Chelsea. It felt like Stephanie dominated her, and yeah, that's really all I can really say. Stephanie did dominate Ren Sinclair. Roxanne and Cora would try to attack attack Stephanie until Julia would give her the upper hand, until Julia would come down and get the upper hand on them, and then Stephanie would challenge them to a tag team match at Halloween Havoc. And obviously, we all knew this was going to be the match ever since Cora Jade returned and helped Roxanne defeat Julia. Everyone expected Julia to date. Everyone expected Stephanie and Julia to come together as a tag team to face Roxanne and Cora Jade. But Stephanie Bakula said she was going to be the next person in line to whoever won. So I felt they should have gone with Stephanie Bakula versus Roxanne at Halloween Havoc instead. Maybe that's the point of this tag team match. Maybe the point of this tag team match is going to be Stephanie Bakula maybe pins the shoulders of Roxanne Perez, earns herself a title match at the next pay-per-view. Which I guess maybe that's what they end up doing, but I don't really know. But yeah, this tag team match wasn't really all that impressive. I mean, the tag team match itself is going to be fantastic, but it's not that super impressive that we all knew this was going to be the direction they were going to go. So that's really all I can say in that regard. But the one thing I will say that Shawn Michaels, though I may not like Shawn Michaels all that much, the one thing I will say is that he knows how to book the women's division better than Triple H, because at least he can have 3 women's matches on a 2-hour program, while Triple H can only barely fit 1 on a 2-hour program. So, make that of what you will. TNA, only one match I was invested in. That was Ash by Elegance had a match with NXT's Brinsley Reese. I don't know why TNA is even bothering. Like, if I'm TNA, I'd be offering Ethan Page, Trick Williams, and Roxanne, and Cora Jade. I'd be wanting big people to appear on my show, not some low-rated NXT rookies that people don't know and nor care about. Ash by Elegance did win this match against Brinley Reese. Really nothing all that special. The match was fine. This was my first time seeing Brinsley Reese because, again, I was mainly watching this for Ash by Elegance because she's one of the only few reasons why I watch TNA. But, yeah, not bad. Not a bad match. It wasn't bad at all. Ash kinda was bleeding across the mouth and face a little bit. So it was that hard hitting, she actually got busted open across the mouth. Stardom now. I'm going to quickly go over Stardom here real quick because there was one match I saw and it just got posted. So I was able to quickly watch that. I was going to come on here and actually do this review before, but when that Stardom match came up with the one I was watching, I was like, okay, I'll watch this and then I'll come on and do this. And that was Toni Storm. She had her shot at the IWGP Women's Championship and she ultimately lost the match. Does it suck? Yes. Did I know Toni wasn't going to win? Yes. I didn't expect her to win. But I expected it to be a good match, and that's exactly what it was. Miyu Sucks, the one that Mercedes sung about. This was the girl that Mercedes sung about, the Miyu Sucks song. She was the champion, and she took on Toni Storm. And she did like a reverse Poison Ken Rana off the top rope. Like, Toni stood up, she did like a moonsault, but then grabbed onto her by her legs and did like a reverse Ken Rana off the top rope, which looked really darn impressive and painful, and that was enough to defeat Toni Storm. Toni Storm then said that tomorrow she'll be leaving Japan, so it sounds like that she only came over to Japan, to tour Japan, just to put over her opponent for the IWGP Women's Championship. So, fun little match. I did enjoy that. Mina Shirakawa was there as well, but she was just there to basically accompany Toni Storm to the ring. So that was really all I can say about that. SmackDown wasn't as interesting, and man oh man. SmackDown, I don't know why, Again, the Bloodline being the main focus instead of their frickin' WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes, is by far the most sickening thing ever. The fact that Ula Fala is considered more important than Cody's title reign is beyond a joke, if you ask me. I think is beyond a joke, if you ask me. And they had Lash Legend appear on the show. NXT's Lash Legend, they had her beat Piper Niven. Man, poor old Piper Niven, man. She has so much. There was so much potential they had with her, but she's just. Ever since they paired her with Chelsea Green, I've just never been a fan of the pairing of her and Chelsea Green. And ever since she got paired with Chelsea Green, she's just become more and more and more of a joke. She's become more and more of a joke ever since she got paired with Chelsea Green. She's never going to be taken seriously again. The Doudrop name damaged her so much that even if they want to name her Piper Niven, people still don't care. So it just shows you how much damage the Doudrop name did to her, and the lack of making her feel like a threat in the women's division is another thing that really hurt her as well. I would much rather Piper Niven being pushed over Nia Jax, if I'm being completely honest. I've always been a fan of Piper Niven. I've always have been. For those thinking that I just never liked her at all, that's completely false. I've always liked Piper Niven. She's way more safer in the ring, and I think she's more of a better big girl athlete than Nia Jax. But no, Nia Jax is only being pushed because she's a part of the stupid bloodline relative family. That's the only reason why she's being pushed right now. Super annoying. And now we get to AEW. There's a few things on AEW I want to talk about. That is, Mercedes had a match with Queen Adorada. I don't know how to say her name. Aminata? I think that's how you say her name. I don't know. I can never say that girl's name correctly. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are yelling at me saying, "It's pronounced!" You know, probably sick of me saying it wrong. But Mercedes had a match with Queen Aminata, and you know, I've noticed that Mercedes hadn't been using the Moneymaker lately. I guess maybe she's given up on the move. She's gone back to the bank statement, or now it's now called the Moneymaker, which, you know, I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with her using it, but, you know, I've just noticed that she hasn't been using the Moneymaker as of late. So either she's given up on the move and completely dropped it, or she's just trying to save it for bigger occasions, maybe. Rampage. Oh, wait, before we get to Rampage, there's a few other things on Dynamite I want to talk about. Adam Cole made his return. He's now a babyface. You know, I guess it's... You know, the whole Adam Cole thing is kind of confusing in my opinion. Like, he turned heel on MJF originally, started the Undisputed Kingdom. He was the devil. Then MJF turned heel. Adam Cole was injured, so they couldn't really do anything there when MJF came back as a face. MJF then turned heel on Daniel Garcia, and now Adam Cole is now back as a babyface because MJF is now a heel. So again, this whole situation is just very weird. It's a bit flimsy in my opinion. Like they just put the roles in reverse. So I don't know, maybe it's for the better. Adam Cole maybe a bit more likable than MJF. Even though I've always considered Adam Cole as a better heel. Even though I think Adam Cole is a better heel, mainly because of his time in NXT. Mainly because of his time in NXT. But, you know, that's just my personal opinion. So yeah, there's that as well. Also, Jon Moxley's now the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Didn't even know that because I was at my brother-in-law's for about a few days. So yeah, I might not have seen that. But yeah, Jon Moxley's now the champion now. Bryan Danielson didn't get much of a title reign, which is kind of disappointing, but, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, it's whatever. But, yeah, so Jon Moxley's now the champion again for the 4th time, so that's a record. 4 times he's held the AEW Championship. Kind of hoping they pass it off to someone else. Because, look, I don't mind Jon Moxley, but I think him being the champion so many times is kind of tiring. Even though he seems to be the main character in this whole new storyline that they've got going. But maybe that's why they made him champion, that's probably why. But yeah, not all that big of a fan. Rampage, Anna Jay had a match on there, and she won. And Anna Jay has begun a feud with Mariah May, which is a really big opportunity for Anna Jay. And speaking of Anna Jay, they had Battle of the Belts and Collision. Collision had Harley Cameron take on Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander obviously won because, Harley Cameron is kind of a punching bag for the women's division. She's pretty much the glorified punching bag of the women's division. Which is a big damn shame, but, I guess someone's gotta be the little punching bag for someone to beat up. If you desperately need wins, I guess Harley Cameron is right there to give you some wins. And also, if you need to build momentum for a big feud, Harley Cameron will be right there just for you to beat up. So that's a bit unfortunate. But hey, it is what it is. I would rather not go on a tangent about how I do not like it because she's Australian, but most people would consider it biased that I only like her because she's Australian anyway, so whatever. Anyway, at Battle of the Belts, the last thing we're going to be talking about is Battle of the Belts. Anna Jay had a match with Mariah May. This was a non-title match. This was a title eliminator, championship eliminator match, where if the challenger was able to defeat the champion, they would get a title opportunity, but if the champion won, that person would probably get knocked down the rankings and would not get the challenge for the championship. And the biggest surprise of this entire thing is that I was a lot like everybody else, thinking Anna was just there for another person for Mariah to beat. And I didn't really think much of it. But after watching the match and seeing how Anna hung in there with Mariah May, and not only that, Anna Jay did defeat Mariah May and score a pinfall victory over her, thus earning a championship match. You people do not understand how rare it is for AEW to have their champions lose on television. Especially when it's a non-title match. You people don't understand how rare this is. You have no idea how rare it is to see a champion lose when their championship is not on the line. The last time I remember that happening was Toni Storm. I remember Toni Storm lost a tag match where she was teaming with Mariah, and she versed Deonna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa, I think, and she got pinned. And Toni Storm was the one that got pinned by Thunder Rosa, if my memory serves me correctly. But it's very rare to ever see the champion get beat. And this is a big deal for Anna Jay. This was a really big victory for her. But all I kept getting told was, oh, it doesn't matter. She's not going to win anyway. Why even bother give her this opportunity if she's not going to win the match? So if that's the case, that we shouldn't be bothering giving people opportunities because they don't win, so I guess we should be saying that when WWE does that, right? Did it matter when Becky Lynch gave Indy Hartwell, Tegan Nox, and Xia Li opportunities? I guess it didn't matter then, because what was the point of Becky Lynch giving them opportunities when Becky was going to beat them, correct? What was the point of... What's the point? If we're going to use that logic, then that should be the logic we should be all be like. We're like, well, it doesn't matter that they get an opportunity because the big name, the champion's going to win anyway. In my opinion, as long as you're given an opportunity to showcase yourself, it's an opportunity. And the fact that Anna Jay was given and the fact that Mariah May was willing to put over Anna Jay, and give her a shocking upset win to help establish Anna Jay as an underdog babyface is a big deal. I consider it a big deal. It's a big victory for Anna, and it will give her a championship match in 2 weeks at Collision. Now it's up for Tony Khan to keep that momentum going and to keep building Anna Jay up, keep giving her victories, keep giving her big and important victories. Put her against against someone like Saraya. Give her a big victory over someone like Saraya. Maybe give her a big win over Deonna Purrazzo. Keep building up that momentum by giving her big victories over former champions and top-tier names. I think that's important. Giving Anna big wins is important to eventually build up to her big title match. Yes, I know Anna isn't going to win the title, but that's not the point. In my opinion, that's not the point. The point is Anna Jay is getting this opportunity. And I think giving her this opportunity is more of a bigger deal and more important than her winning the championship. Well, yes, her winning the championship is more important, but I am more looking at this as, look, Anna's getting an opportunity, let's enjoy it. It shouldn't matter if she wins. It shouldn't matter if she wins the title, as long as she's been given an opportunity to showcase what she can do. And having Anna Jay defeat Mariah May at Battle of the Belts caught me off guard and a lot of other people off guard, and now it's up for Tony Khan to ride that momentum. Fans are now invested in Anna Jay. Fans are now invested. They were shocked to see her win. Fans are now invested in Anna Jay, and now it's up to Tony Khan to capitalize off that momentum. Will he? Probably not, but we will see. But we will see. But we will see. So that's really all I can really give for this week's All Wrestling review. That's really all I can give it. And yeah, that's really all I can really say. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you all on the other side.